Hi everyone, we are with Baardvader today and we'll be doing a little interview with them. So first question, why the name Baardvader? Could you explain how you came up with that?
Um, in English, yeah. We were hanging out one evening and we were just chilling. And we had a show in a few days. And we had to decide for a name for the band. And it was just a sort of an inside joke. Yeah, it's
in Dutch. You have the word baarmoeder, and
which basically means womb.
yeah, and baardvader is sort of like the male.
It's a play on words.
It's
yeah. Instead of like a mother, it's a father, and instead of womb, it's like
it's a dumb name.
yeah. But it works though. It works. Yeah.
We do get a lot of compliments over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. For me it was funny to hear the translation, and when I was doing some research on you guys, the Google Translate page was a bearded father, so it's quite funny to
It's
see.
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When and how did you guys decide to become a trio, to form this band?
First, we started out with 4, and we had some issues, and then we just played with 3, and it just works with 3. And we had a different drummer in the beginning, and he quit later, and so we got Jeroen in the band, and it's still perfect. So
Yeah, we also had shared vocal duties with the fourth guy was in the band, but because we continued as a 3-piece, I was like the designated person to become the singer, which was a good thing. So now there's just like I'm just the guy who sings, and that's I think it's a better backing vocals. Yeah. It's just a better picture to have one guy who's singing, I think, than 2 main singers. So it worked out. Yeah.
Nice. And what are your musical influences with either music or lyrics, or if there is a difference with both?
Yeah, musical influences. It's just we like old stuff, just old stuff and the grimy stuff.
yeah, we grew up listening to Nirvana and that kind of stuff, so that's always in our system. And I don't know.
Yeah.
One of the names that we get through the show. Soundgarden gets mentioned sometimes.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath.
Influence.
No, I'm a huge.
I spoke to people here.
Yeah, I'm a huge grunge fan and 70s rock, and Black Sabbath is, of course, yeah, and he introduced me to a lot of more stonery, heavier stuff.
Electric Wizard, that sort of bands. But I don't know if it's a huge influence. We just like to play the stuff we play, and it comes out the way it comes out. We don't think about it.
It's just a blend of everything we like. Yeah, it's not like it's just sort of the middle ground in musically.
Yeah.
And and our lyrics are just about experiences in life,
Dying.
that kind of stuff. Yeah, just we just give people stuff to think about.
If you could open up a show for any artist, who would it be? Your go-to to be like the support act?
More recently.
Yeah, we opened for Witch.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. Probably Fu Manchu
Yeah,
for me.
of course.
Fu Manchu.
Black Sabbath, but they quit. So.
Alice in Chains are still around, sort of.
Sort of. I don't know. We just like to play. Bring us any band.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There was a couple of, we did the Popronde, like a Dutch music festival, and there was a couple of bands that were really, really good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
yeah, so you guys played a lot of shows this year. Which was your favorite one to play at?
Yeah, we had a few ones.
Yeah. My favorite was Arnhem because it was really small and packed and loud, and everybody was really, everybody was into it and headbanging and stuff, and it was just perfect.
Yeah, it was probably the loudest and sweatiest show we did, which was great.
But we did Melkweg and Tivoli and stuff like that. But for me, the personal, up-close shows are the best.
Yeah, it's more intimate.
The intimate shows.
Yeah, and we also played a show at Paard, which was sort of like a release party with a few other bands, and it was just great because it was everything. Yeah, it was our show. Everything was handled really professional, and we had the time to do it, so it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, the Witch show was in Amsterdam. It was my first gig. It was was pretty intense. Exactly. It was perfect. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What is your favorite song to perform and why?
Right now, I think it's Illuminate right now for me.
Yeah.
It's just usually we've played it for quite some time, but people didn't know it at first because we played it without it being released. And now, after we've released it, it seems that people actually are asking for the song, and people seem to react really well. They know the lyrics, yeah, and it's a great balance of heavy stuff and more like laid back stuff.
For me, it's Echoes because it's such a long song, so you can totally get into it. I just like that.
Yeah, we usually play that at the end of the set,
Yeah.
and the final 3 minutes are usually the ones that where we all just lose. Yeah, we just give everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite too.
Yeah.
What's your creative process like?
Well, usually. Well, usually we have a different sort of approach. Usually I write riffs and write parts for songs, and when we go and rehearse, I present the parts and we try to play through them. And he usually just, if we're in a setting, he just comes up with stuff like on the spot in the moment, and that works as well. So it's a great balance of like spontaneous. Like channeling music and actually like sitting down and writing music. Yeah.
So then, usually it's all the three of you guys together then creating. There's not like one forefront person, let's say that.
No, I don't think so. Not really.
Well, we still have to start writing
in this formation. Yeah.
The new album still has to be written.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Well, let's see. Jams usually, when we jam, there's a lot of good stuff coming out of that we can use sometimes. And sometimes, like I say, if you have an idea in your head and you just play through that, and and maybe we'll find another way, whatever works. Yeah.
How often do you guys rehearse?
Right now we've just been busy playing shows. So we rehearsed for all the shows that we had to do, and
once or twice a week.
Yeah, usually when we're not busy with shows, once or twice a week. Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, I need to cough. Where do you guys find inspiration for your songs?
Musically or lyrically?
Both.
Putting on my amp, hearing the loudness.
Yeah, feeling it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's also just like in the phase you're in your life. Just if you feel like you're in a good place or not, and it's just inspiration for music.
Yeah.
And it depends on. Usually when I'm into a band or a specific album, you listen to it for months and then I go on to the next one. So it's usually also like a phase in what I'm listening to, which is a huge inspiration.
Yeah, same basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you guys get a lot of mosh pits during your shows with the audience?
Well, the one in Arnhem you just mentioned.
Yeah,
I think there's a video.
Is that really a mosh pit? It's just people excited bumping into each other, but a real mosh pit, I don't know. It's not really the kind of music for that. It's a bit too slow or not. It's hard, but not really aggressive.
Yeah.
So, I would like to see it, but we're not going to ask people like, okay, now do a circle pit or a mosh.
No, we
do what they want.
Yeah, we have a few songs which are more moshable, I guess, and maybe on the next record there'll be more songs like that. But usually it's people like to listen to it. Yeah.
People like to zone out.
Yeah.
They don't want to march or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, stand back and enjoy and listen and watch him.
Yeah. But then would you want to have mosh pits during your shows?
I think we just want interaction with the audience, so it doesn't matter what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just if
It's an energy thing also. I get, like you say, if you play within a small crowd in an intimate setting, you get a lot of energy back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever they're doing works.
Yeah, the thing I always say is that instead of people going to our show and being very energetic and like that being memorable, I would love people to walk out of our gig and have a certain lick or a certain melody in their head for the next week, you know, so they just keep us in their head, you know, they stay reminded.
So I wanted to ask about your future projects. You guys said that you were working on an album. Do you have any more information on that?
No, we're just starting to work on an album, so it will take a few months, but we're in a very good place right now, and we have a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas. So I think when we're going to come together and rehearse, we're
gonna start rehearsing next week, so we're gonna start writing.
And it's gonna be pretty quick, I think. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that. The writing process. Yeah.
So then for next year, for sure, you guys will have an album.
Definitely, yeah.
Nice.
Maybe two.
Maybe two, yeah, or double. Yeah.
What would you guys be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
Well, I
What
mean,
do
you
you
have
think?
you have just a stable job, so you're working as well. But
I'd be doing something else. I don't know. It's a passion. I don't know what people
Something
have.
creative.
Yeah.
you'd probably be busy with art.
Yeah, painting or stuff like that. Being a farmer.
Yeah, no, if it wasn't for music, I don't know what I'd be doing.
It's hard to imagine the world without music in my head and the ability to express it and to play with other people. It's so important to me, and it's hard to imagine what it's like without.
Yeah, it's just a very integral part of our life. So we wake up as just with riffs and music in our head. Yeah,
So you can't think of one thing.
No.
So when you were kids or younger, did you have like a dream job or something you wanted to do?
Oh, I had a lot of stuff
Not
I
linked
wanted
to
to be.
music.
Be a professional musician.
So you
Or an
were.
artist.
Yeah, what age are we talking about?
Well, that's the question, I guess.
Well, let's say up to 16.
Up to
Yeah.
16.
No, I only started playing drums when I was 15. I got a keyboard for my 11th birthday. And that's when I knew I really like doing this. But before that, I was just, I don't know, try some sports and try hang out with some friends and try different things. But that was the first time that I got, oh, this really speaks to me somehow. And then when I got behind the drums when I was 15, it was like, oh, but this is even better. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
For me, when I was really young, I wanted to be a pirate. And then, and then, like when I was thinking about like a real job, I wanted to be a baker.
That's nice.
Still can do that.
Yeah, I could still do that, but I have to wake up really early. And then I started playing electric guitar when I was 11, and then I just wanted to be playing stages, and touring.
Yeah. So you guys already knew from a young age that music was going to be your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, when I found it, was no question. This is it. This is what I'm doing. And yeah.
There was no room for anything else.
If you had to choose one word to describe you guys, what would it be?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
I would just say Baardvader because it's just a unique. This is what it is. If there's one name, then it's Baardvader.
Okay. Do you guys have a favorite season?
Summer. Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I always have a favorite season when it's not that season. Usually, so I always say that fall is my favorite season because it's not too cold and the outside world becomes a beautiful place. But usually, when it's starting to become fall, I start to miss the summer as well. So
Summer, I guess.
Summer. Yeah. What's your favorite lyric ever from a song that you guys really like?
That's a good question, actually.
Don't worry, be happy. I don't know.
A favorite lyric is for me. It's probably a Soundgarden song. But if it's not a Soundgarden song, it's probably "All Right Now, Won't You Listen." Sweet Leaf, I guess. All right now.
I can't come up with anything. This is one of those things where there's thousands, and then when you ask the question, there's none.
Name
I
one.
don't know.
Now.
Yeah. No, skip.
Skip. Do you guys have any hobbies aside from music, obviously?
Smoking weed,
Listening to music.
listening to music, drawing, making art, hanging out with friends, doing stuff to cars. I don't know. Just living life.
Yeah, I think vinyl is, at least for us
Oh, yeah,
two, is a
vinyl,
huge
of course.
thing. Yeah. And I'm food. I love food and cooking and eating at places. Yeah.
No, just music.
Easy, just music.
What's your favorite dish?
Lasagna.
Lasagna,
Fries.
fries.
Really?
Sorry.
There's so much. I don't know. I really don't know.
Pizza then.
No, not pizza. I don't know. I don't know. Skip everything. Everything. Yeah.
Too much of a real foodie to have a favorite dish.
Yeah. I'm into everything and everything that's new. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we'll skip to the quick questions. So just answer one after the other or whichever. Sweet or salt?
Salt.
Salt.
Sweet.
Favorite, North or South Holland?
South.
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 Cats or dogs?
Cats.
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 City or countryside?
Countryside.
Somewhere in between.
Countryside.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
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 Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl.
Night owl.
Writing or singing?
Writing.
Riding as well.
Yeah, writing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything. That's
Thanks.
a wrap
Yeah.
for the interview.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Right.
Well done.